Over the past couple of days, the crypto market has been taking a little bit of a cool off, but that's okay because it's just given Dogecoin an opportunity to fill up those tanks and get ready to blast off and go to the moon. According to this article on Watcher.guru, Dogecoin could be getting ready for a 50% surge that will be led by Elon Musk. It says, although the meme coin mainstay has experienced a bit of a correction over the last couple of days, Dogecoin has saw a massive surge after Elon Musk made recent comments regarding the Tesla integration. He made a statement at Giga Berlin saying that he expects Dogecoin will be accepted for Tesla payments eventually. And after he said that, it looks like Dogecoin had a little bit of a pump, rallying more than 15% after his statements on Thursday, before sliding back just a day later, it says here. The Dogecoin community has just been waiting for Elon Musk to mention the Dogecoin name, and we were all expecting Dogecoin to keep pumping and to make some headway towards its all-time high after Elon Musk finally started talking about it again. But now that Bitcoin has started to take a cool off, it looks like Dogecoin might have had its growth stunted a little bit. It says the positive momentum may not have had sustaining qualities, but it did reinforce the effect that Elon Musk still has on the asset. Moreover, the recent coverage of Musk's statements on the meme coin could set the stage for a 50% surge for Dogecoin and a breakout to 25 cents. That would be about a 50% surge from where we are right now, but we already did make it to 20 cents, and I think we could probably make a 20% surge over that pretty easily, making it to 30 cents before we even really encounter any significant resistance. And while this did reinforce the effect that Musk has on the asset being Dogecoin, it also reinforced that Elon Musk still loves Dogecoin and that he believes it's the people's currency. He also said that he is invested in Dogecoin because there are people that were working on the line at his factories that said they wanted him to support the coin. And he saw that all of these millionaires and billionaires were all pro-Bitcoin, so he figured that he would back up the one that the people love. Maybe we did see a little bit of a sell-off because this was kind of a buy the rumor, sell the news situation, as everybody's been expecting Elon Musk to just mention Dogecoin and that it would pump. So since that happened, maybe there wasn't really much of a catalyst to come right after that, and maybe people saw that as an opportunity to take some profits. In my opinion, that was just short-sighted and greedy because I think this bull market is just getting started, and whenever Dogecoin finds a floor, I think it's probably going to make some pretty astronomical gains. Like I keep saying, Bitcoin is leading the market because these institutional investors are really just pushing everything up. But as these retail investors continue to hear that Bitcoin is making new all-time highs every day or almost every day, I think the FOMO is going to kick in. And as they re-enter the market, of course the people's currency is going to benefit. Over the past couple of days, Bitcoin has had a retracement of more than 10%, but right now, since the bottom, it has made another 5% gain, and it actually looks like it might be forming a bull flag, which is a continuation pattern. And as I've been saying, whenever anybody decides to take profits or panic sells because they think we're overheated, BlackRock and all of these other ETF issuers are going to be buying up this dip as quick as they can, because they know that a supply squeeze is coming, and this might actually be the biggest crypto bull market of all time. So it is going to be risky to try to trade any of these price swings. And as volatility continues to re-enter the market, I think we're going to be seeing these price swings get larger and larger. And as paper hands get whipsawed out of the market and these institutional investors buy up all of their bags, I think the selling pressure is basically going to be minimal because all of these institutions have way more money to play with than anybody who's just trading because of some intimidating looking price action on a short-term time frame. Speaking of the short-term time frame and some scary looking movements though, it looks like Dogecoin might actually be making a short-term inverse cup and handle. And if me just drawing this squiggly line on the chart isn't intimidating enough, let me show you all of these other squiggly lines that look pretty much like that one that I just drew, and all of these indicate that we might have another leg lower. How you generally tell the price target for one of these is you'll take the measurement from the bottom of the cup to the neckline, and that is the height of the cup, and then extend that from the breakout point on the handle. So if we were to break out of that handle right now, then we could be going down to that 10-cent price target that I've been talking about in the last couple of videos, which was a previous level of significant support. And I think that is the worst case scenario for the possibility on how low we could go in this retracement. However, as I keep saying and will continue to say, all of these institutional investors are really just leading the market, and if they decide to buy the dip right here and make a pretty significant buy, then all of these chart patterns are not going to make any difference, because this thing could just shoot up by 10 to 20% in a matter of minutes, and then you'll be chasing candles and trying to FOMO back into the market. Also, if Bitcoin does break out of this bull flag, I think that that's going to supersede whatever the heck is going on in the Dogecoin charts, and that's probably going to nullify this signal right here, sending us to the upside and wiping out all of the Dogecoin haters that have been saying this thing has no more room to pump. But we're not out of the woods yet, because as you probably heard in my last video, Biden is calling for a 30% tax on crypto mining, and maybe this thing isn't going to go through, but it could send some shockwaves of fear through the market, because if this thing did happen to go through, it would definitely devastate the crypto industry. And while we would eventually recover, I think it would cause some downward pressure, at least in the meantime. And the ensuing destruction would probably cause the mainstream media to come back out saying that Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is dead and it's a failed technology. But regardless of what happens, I'm going to keep holding on with my diamond hands, because I know this technology is going to change the world. And the main reasons why I think it's going to change the world is because it has these amazing properties like immutability and permissionlessness. That means that I don't need Joe Biden's permission to invest in Bitcoin. And just like whenever they tried to ban gold back in the 1930s or whatever the heck it was, they can ask you to turn in your Bitcoin or whatever they're going to do, but that doesn't mean that you have to do it. And if you hold it in your walls, then one day it's eventually going to be worth more. And they can't really hold this technology down forever, just like they couldn't successfully ban alcohol or the self-custody of gold. That's because it's a rock and you can just get it in your hands, and there's not really anything they can do about it. I live in Colorado, and if I turned in all my gold to the government, or they even came and took it out of my safe, then I could still go out in the river and pan for gold, and they wouldn't have any record of me even getting that. And the same thing goes for cryptocurrency. While they could crack down on centralized exchanges or something like that, there's nothing that's going to stop me from selling my Bitcoin to you and accepting dollar bills, y'all, because that's the international currency of money laundering. I think the government is still going to continue trying to attack the cryptocurrency community, but there is nothing that they can do, because we didn't ask their permission to make this thing. And if they could stop it, then they probably would have done it by now. And the Democratic senators can continue trying to pressure the SEC into not approving any more spot ETFs, but cryptocurrency was already making billionaires before Wall Street got involved. And it might not be as fast of a climb for Ethereum if it doesn't get an ETF or these institutional players' money. But either way, this technology is still here to stay, and we're all going to make it. Usually Bitcoin does have a little bit of a cool off before the halving happens, and it is in 32 days. And this time it lands on a perfect meme day, which is 420, so hopefully this is going to be a sign that we're going to explode right afterwards, and any kind of a dip right now is going to be a great buying opportunity, because as cryptocurrency reaches mainstream audiences, I think it's going to hit that S-curve that some people have been talking about, and some people are even saying that the parabolic bull run in that situation could last 10 to 20 years. I know I talked a whole lot about Bitcoin in this video, but I do believe in Dogecoin, and this is just a friendly reminder from David Mitchell Jr. that if you bought Dogecoin yesterday at 13 cents, you're already up about 15%. So don't forget how significant of an opportunity these dips can represent, because even though Dogecoin did see a dip of about 20% over the past couple of days, if you did buy the dip, then you could be close to your all-time high already, and it's just going to get pumpier from here. So let me know in the comments, how pumpy do you guys think this bull market can actually get? Are these institutional investors going to slow down the volatility by manipulating the market? Or are we going to see a massive supply squeeze that's going to send Bitcoin and the rest of the crypto market skyrocketing for the next couple of years? Either way, thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, but most importantly, don't forget to do only good every day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.